Let's talk about something no one at your favorite fashion magazine wants to admit. Quietluxury didn't just become a trend, it became a takeover. And while heritage giants like Gucci scramble to reinvent themselves, labels like the Row and Loro Piana are quietly becoming the most powerful names in modern luxury. Today, we're unpacking why that shift is happening, what it means for the future of fashion, and how the outfits themselves tell the whole story if you know how to look. This is GTWJ, where fashion thinks deeper. Follow us on Instagram at GTWJMag for more daily deep dives like this. Let's get into it. For the past 2 decades, Gucci has been the poster child for luxury maximalism. From Tom Ford's unapologetic sex appeal to Alessandro Michele's hyper-referential vintage fantasies, Gucci thrived on being loud, visible, and culturally undeniable. Monograms, double G belts, oversized logos on sneakers, the whole language of performative wealth. But here's the thing about visible status symbols. The moment everyone can see it, the truly wealthy start to leave. In fashion psychology, we call this the inverse prestige effect. When an object's cultural capital peaks through mass recognition, it loses its social exclusivity. And that's exactly what happened to Gucci. Between influencer hauls, logomania, streetwear collaborations, and TikTok virality, Gucci stopped being a marker of high status and started feeling like a luxury costume. Even when Sabato De Sarno took over and introduced a more restrained, sensual aesthetic, think short leather shorts, slimline coats, monochrome tailoring for fall-winter 2024, the damage was already done. The wealthy don't just buy into what looks good, they buy into what positions them socially. And right now, Gucci doesn't do that. Meanwhile, brands like the Row have built their empire on invisibility. Created by Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, the Row was never about trends, it was about precision. Their fall 2024 collection was a masterclass in restrained power. Impeccable camel coats with near-invisible seams, long column dresses in soft ivory, and relaxed suiting that looked effortless but cost more than a down payment on an apartment. The Row's clientele aren't people trying to be seen. They're people who already have everything and no longer need to prove it. Psychologically, this is about post-status status. The ultimate signifier of power isn't excess, it's restraint. It's having access to the most luxurious things in the world and choosing to wear something so subtle, no one in the room would even recognize it unless they're part of the same circle. Loropiana operates on the same principle. It's a label built on material supremacy. Cashmere, vicuña, baby camel hair, fabrics so rare and expensive, they've become social signals on their own. The fall 2024 Loropiana menswear collection was essentially an exercise in wealth coding. Softly structured blazers in neutral tones, oversized scarves casually draped over shoulders, minimalistic coats in shades of stone and oat. What stands out in these collections isn't boldness, it's perfection. It's how the shoulder line sits perfectly flat, how the color palette is so neutral it forces you to notice texture, weight, and movement. In Loropiana's world, you don't need logos. The fabric speaks for itself. This is the new psychology of luxury. In a world oversaturated with monograms, resale markets, and influencer hauls, the ultra-rich are retreating into anonymity, not because they can't access the loudest pieces, but because true power is now about being untraceable. Having something so exclusive and so rare that no one even knows what it is. Gucci's problem isn't just aesthetics, it's social positioning. And no amount of logo-free tailoring can undo the cultural saturation it allowed during the streetwear boom. The Row and Loro Piana, meanwhile, built themselves in the shadows. They never chased TikTok virality, never courted influencer partnerships, and as a result, they've become the secret language of those who actually live in wealth. It's no accident that the wealthiest women in New York, Milan, and London aren't wearing monogram canvas right now. They're wearing floor-length wool coats from the Row, cashmere trousers from Loropiana, and tailoring so discreet it might as well be custom. Because in their world, nothing says power like not needing to announce it. This isn't a fleeting trend, it's a structural reset in luxury culture. The biggest wallets are now moving away from brands trying to scream for attention and toward those who mastered the art of elegant silence. So next time you see a double G belt or an oversized logo sweatshirt, ask yourself, is this luxury or is it just expensive branding? And then look at the person in the room wearing a perfectly tailored, unbranded coat, because that's where the real power lives now. Make sure you're following us on Instagram at GTWJMag for more of these unfiltered psychological fashion deep dives. And I'll see you in the next video. GTWJ, where fashion thinks deeper.